Utah Jazz guard Keyonte George has stayed active this offseason, doing everything he could to contribute to the team during Summer League. This past week, he extended that reach to the community, hosting a youth basketball camp and challenging some of the campers one-on-one at Western Sports Park in Farmington. I caught up with him to talk about his first ever camp and his excitement for this upcoming Jazz season.
Community is big for me. Back home, from a small town, Louisville, that everybody knows everybody for the most part through all the community. So when I came to Utah, I know when I made it to the NBA, I could, it was bigger than myself almost. I want to be a role model to a lot of people. Just seeing this many kids show up, it kind of shows me that I'm doing something right. But at the same time, I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart. On a Tuesday at 9 a.m., there's so many kids here, and the parents are staying to watch. Just seeing the smile on the kids' faces and seeing them when I walk behind them, when they don't see me coming up and they turn around and know it's me. Just seeing their faces light up, it means a lot to me for sure. It's a great opportunity for me to kind of do that thing and give back to the community. And as an organization, we talk about showing love, and that's our motto. So, this is kind of showing that love in a way that I can't, throughout the season.
George is only 22 years old and entering his fourth season in the NBA. The young guard has shown growth on and off the court during his 3 years in Utah, especially this past season, something he credits head coach Bill Hardy for encouraging since the two met.
From day one, he made sure that I knew that he was on my side no matter what happened, no matter what the media said, no matter how I'm playing, how good, how bad. He wasn't going to ride the wave with that. He was going to stay with me the whole time. And when I'm down, I'm able to go into his office and have a conversation with him and tell him what's going on. So to have that player-coach type of relationship, but it almost feels like big brother / best friend almost, when we can get into that space. So that's been big time for me, having that person in the building that I know no matter what goes on or what's happened, I know he's going to have my back 100%.
His presence this offseason around the team is no accident. George is on a mission to build up this group going forward.
Just wanted to build camaraderie, being around, and I think it means a lot. I remember when I was going into my second year in the league, I was able to ask a couple players at the finals about the camaraderie piece, and everybody told me like that's a big thing if you want to win. But also it's one of the hardest things to do in our league is build camaraderie. Camaraderie's been big this whole summer.
The former number 16 overall pick in 2023 is impressed with what he's seen from this year's number 2 overall pick, Darren Peterson.
He's going to be good. The whole world sees his talent, just his willingness to learn and to want to be better. That's already going to put him in a great place coming into the league. So I'm excited for it, and I know the fans and the organization is really excited for sure.
And he cannot wait to take on the 26-27 NBA season.
Obviously, we have playoff aspirations, but we want to take it one day at a time, one task at a time. I understand we got to get through the summer healthy, make sure we stay sharp, being smart. We get to our open gyms, make sure we're being sharp in those, and then we get to camp. Make sure we have a phenomenal camp. And then we make sure we have, a sharp preseason, and you go from there. So there's a lot of steps that we have to take this next season to put ourselves in a great position. But I think ultimately, from top to bottom, I think we're ready. The last couple of years, we've been through what we've been through. So I think that's done nothing but shape us. As we say, we like to keep the receipts, and, we're going to make it fuel to the fire.